Hey everyone, welcome back to channel, your go-to spot for all things driving, safety and UK transport news. I'm John, and today we're taking a deep dive into the brand new road safety strategy released by the Department for Transport on January 7th, 2026. This is the first major update in over a decade, and while it covers everything from drink driving to tech in cars, our main focus is on the changes for drivers over 70. If you're in that group, or have family who are, this could impact your independence on the road. We'll cover why these rules are being proposed, the stats behind them, what exactly is changing, and what it means for you. Stick around, this video is packed with details, straight from the official 60-page strategy document. Let's jump in. First, let's set the stage. The UK has some of the safest roads in the world, but as Secretary of State for Transport Heidi Alexander says in the foreword, we've become complacent. In 2024 alone, 1,602 people were killed on Great Britain's roads. That's about 4 to 5 deaths every single day. And 27,865 were seriously injured. Every 18 minutes, someone was killed or seriously hurt. The strategy highlights how we've slipped in European rankings, from 3rd in 2023 to 4th in 2024. No progress in a decade. Why? Human error is a factor in 9 out of 10 collisions, and certain groups are hit harder. Motorcyclists make up 20% of killed or seriously injured. Young people aged 17 to 24 are 18%, older people over 70 are 12%, and children under 16 are 8%. The economic cost? Huge. £6.9 billion in lost outputs, £264 million in police costs, and £3 1 billion in medical expenses from collisions in 2024. Rural roads are 6 times more dangerous than motorways. And with evolving tech like automated vehicles and e-scooters, we need to act now. The government's vision? A safe system approach where roads, vehicles, education and enforcement all work together to prevent deaths. Because they're preventable, not inevitable. Overarching targets: 65% reduction in KSIs by 2035 and 70% for kids under 16 using a 2022 to 2024 baseline. This strategy is a call to action built on partnerships with local authorities, police and the public. It's not just about drivers, it's everyone's responsibility. Now, let's get to the heart of this video: supporting safe driving in later life. As our population ages, more people over 70 are behind the wheel, and that's great for independence and well-being. But the strategy points out real risks from age-related changes, like declining vision, cognitive function, slower reactions, and increased frailty. The Department for Transport is seeking views on potentially moving away from the current self-declaration system for eyesight standards for drivers aged 70 and over. Introducing mandatory eyesight tests for older drivers as part of the driving licence renewal process. In Great Britain, the entitlement to drive expires at the age of 70. Once drivers reach 70 years of age, they must renew their driving licence and thereafter at most every 3 years. To renew their entitlement, they must make a legal declaration that they can meet the eyesight standards required to drive and confirm whether they have any listed medical conditions. Vision is a critical component of safe driving, and ensuring that older drivers can meet the minimum standards required for driving directly addresses a key factor in road safety. Check out these stats from the document. In November 2012, there were 3.9 million licences held by drivers over 70 inches Great Britain. By September 2024, that's jumped to 6.2 million, a huge increase. As a percentage of all car driver deaths, older drivers went from 22% in 2015 to 24% in 2024. And the KSI rate per billion miles driven, it rose slightly from 1,144 inches 2015 to 1,224 inches 2024. These aren't just numbers. They show that while older drivers are generally safe and experienced, certain health changes can pose risks not just to them, but to everyone on the road. The strategy notes that older drivers face challenges like potential health issues, and they're part of the vulnerable groups disproportionately affected. Certain groups, like young male drivers, are disproportionately involved in road collisions, while older drivers face challenges such as declining vision, slower reaction times, and potential health issues. It also ties into socioeconomic factors. People from deprived areas are hit harder overall, with 4 times more child pedestrian casualties in the most deprived neighbourhoods. Why focus here? Because driving supports freedom, but safety comes first. The goal isn't to take away licenses, it's to catch issues early and keep roads safer for all. First, back in 2023, the DVLA launched a call for evidence on medical fitness to drive. They're reviewing the current self-declaration system, where you report your own health, and recommendations from recent coroner inquests that highlighted gaps. To boost safety, the government is exploring policy options. The big one, consulting on introducing mandatory eyesight testing for drivers over age 70. This could mean a required check during license renewal, like reading a number plate at 20 meters, or getting an optician's approval. They're also developing options for cognitive testing for older drivers. This might include simple assessments for reaction times, memory, or decision making. Think quick computer-based tests, not anything overly complex. The aim? Reduce deaths and injuries involving older drivers without unnecessarily restricting mobility or personal freedom. It's about balance, proactive checks to spot issues early, so you can address them like glasses or medication adjustments, and stay on the road safely. Plus, they'll continue working with the National Police Chiefs Council to push for regular roadside eyesight tests for all drivers. If you fail the minimum standard reading a plate at 20 meters, your license could be revoked by the DVLA on the spot. And they're engaging regulatory bodies to ensure healthcare professionals notify the DVLA if a patient won't or can't report a condition themselves, like vision loss or cognitive decline. These fit into the broader theme, which also includes things like minimum learning periods for young drivers and motorcycle reforms. But for over 70 seconds, it's all about targeted health support. Could prevent accidents, lower insurance premiums long term, and give peace of mind. Cons might feel like an extra hassle or age discrimination, but the strategy emphasizes it's not about restricting freedom, it's evidence-based to save lives. So if you're over 70 or nearing it, what should you do? Keep tabs on DVLA updates. These are consultations, so nothing's final yet. If mandatory tests come in, renewals might include a quick eye exam, which could catch problems early and even improve your driving. In the meantime, get regular checkups voluntarily. Vision changes can sneak up, and cognitive tests aren't scary. They're tools to help you stay safe. If issues arise, options like restricted licenses, for example, daytime only, or support programs could keep you mobile. This ties into the strategy's bigger picture. Safer roads benefit everyone. Fewer accidents mean less grief, lower costs, and better infrastructure. If you're a family member, talk to your loved ones about it. Encourage proactive health checks. Overall, this strategy is a positive step. It's not punishing older drivers. It's empowering them with better support. That's our deep dive into the new UK rules for drivers over 70 from the 2026 Road Safety Strategy. What are your thoughts? Good move or overreach? Comment below and I'll reply. If this helped, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and hit the bell for notifications. Drive safe, everyone. See you next time.